Hello there, welcome to my channel. As you can tell from the video title, this is going to be a multi-video build. I'm not sure how many videos it will be, but this has taken me a long time to build, I'll say it. For this video alone, the footage is about 3 hours long. I spent about 3 hours building this, maybe a little bit more, and that is not even, I didn't even really decorate most of it, and I still have so much more to do with all the landscaping and everything, but you will see the progress in this video, and that's what I'm kind of going to try to do, is like kind of like a little mini series, like a little mini build series, which I've never done with The Sims 3 on my channel before, but this build is so large and I really wanted to make this build because I recently got the greenhouse kit that is from the store, and I had been waiting for there to be like that big sale, like when they had the daily deals. So I got it because I had some points left on my account, so I just decided to get it when it was on the daily deal, and I'm so happy because honestly some of the stuff from it is so pretty. There's these really pretty flowers that have this mix of purple and yellow, and I use them quite a bit in this build. I'm going to say this now, even though I'm not done building this yet. You will need the greenhouse kit from the store in order for this to really look the way that it's intended to look and to have everything, because I use quite a bit of stuff from it, almost everything really, except for like the gameplay objects, because there's really beautiful flowers in that set. I love the greenhouse roof. I just think it's really pretty and it looks so good for certain things. And I use like the bench from it eventually, and I also use the, like, there's kind of like this sign that has different images on it that are so cute. Like it has things for like a martini glass, there's like fruits and veggies for one has like ice cream. It's like really versatile images, which is really cool for like different stories and builds. So I was like, I had to use it. And for this like greenhouse area, this is going to be a restaurant for the hotel. Now my idea for this build, I will go over what, my like kind of idea for this was. The greenhouse did really inspire me to build this, but also wintertime, because it's meant to be a winter lodge. I'm kind of excited to build this because I don't build resorts often in The Sims 3, and I've never done anything based on like a winter lodge sort of thing before, and I wanted to kind of do my own take on one. And so I tried to add little bits of things that just have to do with like maybe my build style, but also kind of fit in the theme of like a lodge, like kind of like a winter cabin lodge, like kind of like those really big ones out in the mountains that maybe like families, or like you see like in those, like if you've seen like American television shows where like there's this really big, like this sort of like trope where one episode is like students going on like a ski trip and they go to this really big lodge or something that's kind of like a cabin lodge. Is kind of the vibe I was going for. I don't put it in the build yet, but I really want to make this an area where they can snowboard from the seasons expansion, because I really love that object, and I don't always play with winter in my game, but I wanted to have a reason to use it. So I don't know if I'm going to use other stuff for like the from the seasons pack with winter time, but I definitely wanted to use the snowboard ramp that they have. I'm not sure what size I have to see based off of how big the rest of the lot is. I haven't tested it yet, but yeah, I don't know. I thought that a greenhouse restaurant would be so adorable. I think it's really cute, and I don't know. I think this is something kind of different, especially for what I usually build. And I've been like in the holiday, not holiday spirit, but I've been in like the holidays styled build spirit or mood, really, because I don't typically like to do like winter styled things. But I really love Aurora Skies, and that is where I'm building this, by the way. I've been doing a lot of builds in Aurora Skies because I was playing in it not too long ago, and that made me kind of want to like build in it a bit more. And I remember that it has that really pretty snow backdrop, and it's really the only world that I can think of in The Sims 3 that has that snowy backdrop with the snow covered mountainous area and things like that. I'm not sure if there's any kind of custom paint maybe I could find also, like for like my own purposes, for like adding snow to the ground. I probably just would play with this a lot when it's wintertime and I have snow activated, you know what I mean? But I feel like this would be perfect to have like a family, or like family vacation getaway, or like a romantic getaway, or just like a single sim wanting to go and have some fun and like meet other people. I feel like this is like a great place because I want it to be sort of big, but also not too big, but I want it to be like a place that's really friendly and a good place to mingle and like do activities and kind of sit up cozy by the fire and things like that. I never do builds like that. I like never do them, so I really wanted to try to do that with this build. There are some bits that I cut out in this video because, again, this already was 3 hours worth of footage, but I was playing around with the staircase because I did not like how I originally did it. I do end up going with like this situation here where it's kind of like in the center but in the back by that wall, because I didn't want it to be seen necessarily. I just wanted it to be able to have like that sort of like that balcony view or whatever when the Sims can go upstairs. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the upstairs yet. I had an idea for a fireplace area that's kind of like by the windows, and that's like a cozy area to have them sit. Maybe I'll put some bookcases where they could sit and read. I want this to be like a place where there's fun things to do for both families and single Sims, but I also want to be a place where you can either do really like extreme activities like snowboarding or something really relaxing, and you just want like some time alone where you can read by the fire. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna I'll see what I can do with that. I'm still trying to get some ideas for it. This build is really big, like literally size wise, even though it's only on like a 30 by 30, but because I wanted to make like obviously like a lodge with a lot to do, it's like it's really tedious, honestly. I was really trying to play around with a lot of things and do different sort of architecture I don't typically do. And I end up using that fish tank from, I think it's Late Night, where it's like the digital fish tank that goes in the wall. And I mean, does it go with this necessarily? I think it could, honestly. I feel like a lodge might have like fish or something in it, you know what I mean? Like, because it would like wildlife and things like that. I felt like it went. I think it's like a cool little side piece, like a little decor thing that they can have like in the lobby, because you can also interact with the fish tank. So I feel like it's something extra to add. I was having trouble with the couches. I don't know if I'm going to keep them. I don't fully change all of them in this video, but like I said, I have to take a break from building it. I don't know if I'll get time to build in it more before this video releases, because like I said, I'm going to be away from my computer for a couple of days, and I don't know like how much time I'll have before I'm away, before I can like, you know, start building again. But anyway, I do end up doing this color scheme, which I kind of really like. Maybe it's just because I'm biased because I love the color purple, but I use this really deep purple color. And I think what really inspired me to use that color, if I'm being honest, was literally just the plant that came with the greenhouse kit. Because I keep calling it kit. It feels like I'm saying like a Sims 4 terminology. I just can't really think of like the set, the greenhouse set from the store. But I really liked the purple flowers. I don't know what they're meant to be. If they're meant to be like lavender. I think they might be lavender. They're really pretty. And it made me want to use the color purple more throughout this build. And it's a dark purple, so I feel like that might kind of go with the lodge. You know, I mean, you could say like with the lodge, typically you would use like red or green or something, but you don't have to per se, you know what I mean? The color purple is in that painting that has like the wheelbarrow on it that came with the Pets expansion. There's like purple in the backdrop of that painting, so I feel like it all kind of tied together. I do, as you'll see over here, I do the elevators. I do 3 of them because I know how annoying it can be when Sims queue up for the elevator and there's not a lot of them, and so it takes a while for them to get places. Now this is only going to be for the hidden rabbit hole area. That's it. I didn't want to use custom content, so I'm not using rabbit hole rugs for this, but I feel like that would be something that maybe is kind of cute in the back, where it kind of looks like it's maybe a shed or something, you know what I mean? Or maybe you would think it would be like where the bathrooms are in the like the outside portion, where like the courtyard is or something for the hotel. But I wanted to like kind of make it look like that, so that way it's kind of covered up and kind of disguised in this build, and it goes with it, so that way they have a way to get to those rabbit holes without it looking ugly, you know? But oh, so this is the rug that, like, this is kind of what inspired, like, with the whole color scheme. I do end up, once I use the pattern with this rug, I was trying to go for, like, plaid or something like that, because that kind of feels, like, wintry to me, like, the plaid pattern. So I kind of try to go with something similar to that. And then that's when I was like, oh, purple, dark purple, because I saw, like, the plant. And so I ended up going with this for a lot of other stuff in this build, too. Now, my plan for this build, for the floor plan wise, I think I'm only going to do 4 VIP rooms. Do you really need more? I don't think so, because I don't know if other Sims even use them besides your own Sim. So I will have 4 VIP rooms in this, and they each get their own bathroom. And there's also going to be lobby bathrooms. There'll be 2 of them. And then, okay, so for like the greenhouse thing, I was saying, so like the greenhouse stuff just looks so pretty. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Like, it looks so pretty. I use almost everything from that set. Like I was saying, like I even use the not wheelbarrow, but like the barrel looking lights that come with it. I use them. So that's why I'm saying, like, when I'm telling you, if you want to use this build, and you want it to look the way that it looks, you will have to have the greenhouse set in some way. Obviously, it's not going to be available yet for download. This is just the first part of the like little mini build series for this. So yeah, I don't really know if I have much more to say about it. I could talk a little bit more about the, I guess, floor plan. Oh, in the back. So I think I altered it already on camera in this video, but there is a room in the back that's going to be the buffet area. Like, obviously there is a restaurant, but I want there to be a free, like, all-inclusive buffet, of course, because that's usually a part of the resorts in The Sims 3. So I do eventually end up doing that. Oh, and one thing that is annoying that I didn't even realize it when I was building it at first, the counters from late night that have like the light on them, I totally forget that if it's an island counter, you can't place, I mean you can, but it faces the other way, like the coffee machine. I wanted to put it in the little buffet room, so it's kind of like a little breakfast spot for Sims to also go grab coffee. And I forget that with the island counters, it faces the other way, like where they would sit. That's how it faces. So I couldn't put them there because I wanted the light to show, obviously. But it ended up being like whatever, you know, that's like the least of my problems for that. But I try to fit as much as I can for the buffet tables. I do go with like the rug pattern I use for the tablecloths as well. I felt like it was kind of cute, you know. But I try to do, I think it's breakfast, dinner, kids meal, and dessert, because I couldn't fit more than 4 buffet tables, and I made them like medium quality food. Yeah, I think there's a couple of seating areas. There's like two two-seater tables, and then there's 1 3-seater table. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this, honestly, because like I said, I'm still building it, so there's gonna be a lot of stuff that's still missing. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you think of it so far. You know, if it looks cute, if this is something that you'd be interested in downloading to use for your, you know, gameplay. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps out my channel. We just reached, not too long ago, about 1,600 subscribers. So thank you so much, everyone, for your support. I'm so glad that people like the videos that I make, and it makes you feel happy. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one, and take care. Bye.